Shana Tova, everyone.
Shana Tova.
Honored to have the opportunity to speak to you all today. Thank you. On one of the holiest days of the I also acknowledge the great responsibility that unites, inspires, and most importantly, fortifies us particularly during these most trying times. The challenge of being your lay leader on Rosh Hashanah, careful balance between the difficulties we face at the beginning of the new year versus the accomplishment we've attained. For me, difficulties are time worn light of what is happening in the world around. Children are young, we make it a help establish identities through educational ritual means. Margot and I do our best to instill our children. We also communicated to them, unfortunately, many times in every generation, someone was us. And it was precisely when Jewish pride were at all-time lows that I had for us. Perhaps I was naive, but we took on the task so as not to break. We as Jews would face an existential threat. Well, history has repeated itself. Well, even before October 7th, students in school received a big mile salute through an open window or SWAT scrolled on yearbooks. The anti-Semitism in America reached out and touched them directly, and they could no longer roll their teenage eyes at me when I launched a lecture about the importance of remembering and honoring their Jewish heritage. As the saying goes, you had better witness for a good thing when someone else has to remind you. October 7th. Existence was no longer theoretical. I believe we have all been shaken to our core 7th and its aftermath. Many of us have done some self-reflection. Asked ourselves, what do I do? One was assess my Jewish pride, what I do with it. I'm sure you would not be surprised to learn that the right now emanated from my response to the question. I also reflected on the state of conservatism in the United States and the sad reality that many conservative and reform synagogues having to close their doors due to a decline in membership, decline in engagement, and dare I say it, an increased apathy toward our collective Jewish identity. I believe a direct line can be drawn between that apathy and question of America's unwavering commitment to this. But when our Jewish pride is not to a level that may even be uncomfortable for others, that is with the support of our allies and people all around the world begins to. The chief rabbi of England, Lord Jonathan, put it best, said, non-Jews respect Jews who respect Judaism. Non-Jews are ashamed by Jews who are ashamed. We must demand the respect of all people so by respecting ourselves and our display. It cannot be understated. Our commitment to our local synagogues is an indispensable part of Jewish life if it is to continue. We at HERJC have been blessed by the that for many reasons our membership is increasing, engagement by congregants is increasing, and the future appears bright. Those broad accomplishments are reasons for us to be grateful for the hard work each of us do to make our synagogues stronger. However, it also demands of us the understanding that we share a sacred responsibility to not on our loyalty. To that end, I would like to suggest to you everywhere that redoubling our commitment to our local synagogue is one of the best, most productive things we can do in response to October 7th. For it is within our local community that pride beats, where relationships between our children are formed and allowed together through the halls of their secular schools, with a chai hanging from their neck, together and perform acts of chesed. Our tent at HERJC is so wide. Hair of all kinds strive to create welcoming. Our strength is truly in our diversity. I will use custom and tradition of reaching out to all to make sure they know they have a home here if they want. At HERJC, we have a rich history performing other houses of faith in the area, opening our door to all people, starting with these acts reverberate far and wide, have great implications on us as a people. We need to be out there, making our presence felt in a special and unique way. I'm sure that those who we have connected with throughout the years have a much more difficult time looking away from the horrors of October and may even take action to support us. That's why every time I hear of another shul closing, I cannot help to think that it's not just a terrible loss to the community it served, but a loss to all of Am Yisrael. Because that's one less beaming source of light projecting Jewish life, Jewish pride into the world. Less synagogue making important connections. I believe that the recent renewal of energy and strength at Herjik can serve as a model for other congregations throughout our area. Words cannot express how grateful we are for all of the resources, financial and otherwise, all of you have been pouring into this place over the past year. To our regular minyan leaders and attendees, to our various committees, sisterhood, our amazing Rabbi and Chazan, school directors, office staff, ushers, buying, maintenance staff, honors committee, list goes on and on. So many of you give so much to this place, and the results are clearly evident. Yet it also imposes a newfound burden on all of us to strive for more, because fewer outlets may now exist within our. As we celebrate and reflect on the year to come, I ask that we think about your contributions to project in the terms that I have discussed here today. By continuing your support and helping Project to thrive, you are literally on the front lines of fighting anti-Semitism and battling against the forces of apathy. We need each other now like few other times. May you and your families be written in the book of life. Healthy New Year. Shana Tova.